Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be pushing Buster towards rank 30. So normally I do rank 35s, but it's been a long time. I'm pretty washed, and also I've got a casting gig in about 3 or 4 hours time, so I've only got time for the rank 30. So as you can see, I'm like top 10 in the world, which is pretty decent. Back in the old days, it used to be a lot quicker, but as I said, not really a race to rank 30. Few teammates have left me, but big shout out to them. We've got Squammy, we've got Max, and also X3, who's on the left hand side. Big shout out to those guys helping me out. But as you can see, we had a few complications. Just as I was about to record, I faced off against AC Milan Clash, actually from Latam, but I believe they're having a boot camp within Europe right now, so kind of got swept a little bit by them. But before we jump into the video, make sure you're using a credit code. That'd be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, let's hop into it. All right, guys, jumping into the first game then. So we faced off against a lot of sweaty teams. I probably lost like 6 or 7 times, if I'm honest, but after watching a few other YouTubers their streams as well, I feel like not really struggling because this brawler is so good. I think it's just so many people playing ladder right now. You're kind of bound to lose a few games because of how sweaty the teams are. But anyways, this brawler then. So this brawler, I think, is completely broken. It's got so many good things about it, man. So the first thing to kind of talk about with this brawler is his main shot mechanic. So his main shot mechanic is just so busted, literally by his name. The fact that you can have decent range, also pierce, but also deal like 3k damage when you've got the damage gear activated at point blank range, I think it's just insanely OP. It's so strong. It's like a ball with range, but so many different mechanics that make him so much better. The fact that it pierces as well. A lot of times I just run up one of the lanes and just shoot to the left or right, and I just pierce through the whole opponents, and I can literally free shot their entire team. It's so incredibly broken. His super is pretty good. It is situational in some ways, but I feel like you get a lot of value out of it, specifically on this map. I'll probably try and show it in another game where, say if I got my super from respawn, I'm able just to hold it down and just push up slowly, and these guys can't do anything about it. Like, you can't go around the shield, you just have to hit it, and as soon as someone stop shooting, you can heal up yourself as well, and you can kind of wait for your ammo to reload, and then you can just burst them down again. It's just such a broken mechanic about him. I just think it's so incredibly insane. So that's going to be the first game. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the next game then. So matchmaking is pretty much instant, so it leads to tell me that there's a lot of people obviously playing the game right now. So again, kind of talking about this brawler event. So his star power is pretty decent, specifically at the start of games. Like, you can kind of just sit around your teammates, build up your super. It only takes like 3 or 4 hits to build up your super, I believe. I think there's also the second star power is going to be the better one as well. So I mean, look out for that, because it's going to be the opposite of Otis. Otis was incredibly underwhelming, not really the best, but Buster, he's busted. Like, there's no other point to put across. Like, I can tell instantly when a brawler is good, right? Otis, you could like, at first I was like, maybe his mechanics are the reason why he's strong, but it was just obvious. He just shot potatoes and literally did no damage. But this guy is an absolute beast. Buster is so good, so incredibly strong. And also, he's got a really good gadget. Like, his gadget at first might seemed, I don't know, not the best. But right now, like, especially when you group up towards people, if you get all 3 of your teammates inside of that circle and gadget, that's 3k healing for you and your teammates. It's literally like a way better Pam gadget, which is pretty insane. So unfortunately, these guys got really good position there, but I can tell these guys are good. They're running Otis and Rico on this map, so we've got to be a half sweaty team. So we're going to push up against the Penny here. That's going to be Penny dead. And we can literally just run up against anyone and kill them. There's just no way they're going to be able to stop it. So Otis might be able to burst me down. But again, it's just so much tank power with this brawler. It's insane. So from the get-go, I mean, a lot of times people tend to react with new brawlers, but I just think this brawler is just too strong, way too strong. It definitely needs a nerf. The fact, again, like, you can pierce through opponents as a tank is just pretty OP with having his range as well. It's like a medium range tank, which is pretty strong overall. So Otis is gonna mute me. I mean, I can probably survive that, pass that back up that way. X3's doing a pretty good job down the left hand side, and yeah, we should be able to score here once I get running here. I mean, I can pop my super right here and just wait for the Otis to run into my face and just burst him down even more. So that's going to be another win right there. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the next game then. So off against another Buster. So again, it's going to be a pretty sweaty team. they've actually probably got a bit of a better composition because of Surge. Surge is probably one of the only okay matchups I've found against Buster, just because you can use his super, so of course jump over his shield, but still it's pretty hard to find anyone decent against Buster. So Buster's going to be able to take me down there. I mean, also, like, you can just push up, and that's going to allow you to heal up. Like, when you use your super, it's going to allow you to heal, basically, because no way anyone's going to be, like, shooting towards you and getting off any damage. So that's going to be the takedown onto the enemy Buster. Should be able to get these guys down, and I mean, this should be a goal. There's surely no way that Buster's able to kill me here. Nice. I mean, if he had a damage to get activated, I know he could have probably free shot me, but we've got enough health there. So this is what I'm talking about. So you can kind of pop super here and just sit here. There's like no way these guys are even going to be able to deal any damage. So we're going to be able to kill the enemy Buster right here, hopefully. Nice. I can get close to X3, and that super is going to take him down. It's just insane. The amount of mechanics that this brawler has just makes him so incredibly strong. We should be able to take Buster down again here, and if I get a good opportunity to score, this should be a goal. Nice. Okay, Max should be able to pass that one in. So another really sweaty game right there. I think we're only a couple of games away from this rank 30. Let's hop into it. All right, guys, jumping into the next game then. So we're about 3 games away from that rank 30, so should be able to clutch up right here. So that's what I'm talking about. You can just literally run into the opponents and take them down. Water's going to be no match. Unfortunately, the Gale is throwing, which, I mean, we'll just have to take it for now. But I don't really like it, specifically when people throw. And that's actually one of the main reasons why I stopped pushing, by the way. If you guys are wondering, like, one of the main reasons why I stopped pushing rank 35s was because a lot of times the more clouded YouTubers used to get free wins. I know they couldn't help it, but it used to be a bit too cheesy for me. But anyways, that's going to be another win. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, only 2 games away from that rank 30 event, so let's try and clutch up. So this competitions can be a little bit annoying. Otis is definitely a decent counter to Buster, but still, I don't believe it's actually a single counter. Like, specifically, I feel like he can maneuver around Buster. I feel like the only real counter to him probably is just opening up the map. Like, because he's a tank, he doesn't, of course, have infinite range. So if you guys are, again, looking for the best counters, probably going to be the likes of a Griff or a Ross to break open them up as much as possible. But that's probably it. Like, literally only breaking up the terrain, the grass, the walls is going to be able to counter him. So getting close to super right here. So if I'm close to super, again, I can just sit around my teammates, wait for that to build up, and then eventually push. So hoping X3 kind of sits in the middle here so I can get some good supercharging away from him. And also, you kind of want to group around Buster because I can pop gadget at any time and heal everyone up. So I can't pop a gadget right here because of the Otis, but we're going to be able to walk through and score that one. So another quick game. Let's hop into the final one. All right, guys, so into our final game. And so maybe a good counter could be El Primo, because El Primo is pretty decent against other tanks, right? But still, I feel like Buster could have the matchup overall once, yeah, charge this super up. So that's going to be Griff pretty much one shot as well. At any moment, you can just flick a super as well. So that's just one thing that's a little bit too cheesy, right? Like, the Griff might be getting the better of you, but once I charge up my super eventually, I feel like I could just pop it and then they just can't get me down. So Griff's going to just run into me here. There's no way I'm going to be able to defend that one. But 3.3k damage, point blank with that damage gear. That is insane. I can nearly like free shot every single brawler in the game except for probably a Frank. So Bull's going to get taken down here. Gonna use my super a bit bad against that Griff. I probably should position myself a little bit. Like, of course, you got to be, it's going to take a little while just to get used to the fact that wherever you put your shield, of course, you can't like move it around. So I mean, it'll take a little bit of getting used to, but overall it's not been too awkward. I thought this may have been a really awkward mechanic, but I don't think it's been too awkward. So we're in a decent position to maybe score right here. Let's see. I don't want to go too aggro right now. Looks like Primo's going to jump onto Max. That's going to be the Primo taken down. And this is a little bit risky. I think Buzz as well is actually a good counter. I feel like I've struggled a little bit against the Buzz just because he can bypass my shield and get directly onto me. That's going to be Griff down. We're going to try and save Rico there. I mean, it's pretty hard. My reload isn't like crazy fast as well, so of course I've got to conserve it a little bit. Trick against Mortis as well. I've struggled sometimes against Mortis only because of his chaining, but as long as I conserve my ammo, I had a good job against him because up close I just delete him. So this is going to be pretty bad right here. That's going to be 2 brawlers that just collapse onto us. I feel like this might be pretty hard to win this one, but let's try. Let's push up here against the Buzz. The Buzz actually supers against me. Okay, it does actually stop it. I thought it didn't, but I must have just been activating it a little bit too late. So Primo's going to jump me into the Griff right here. Griff's going to be able to get up close, unfortunately, but Max has a wall break. This should be a goal which I'm hoping he finishes off really nice right here. So we've got 20 seconds left, but they have a Primo jump and 2 aggros. I'm pretty scared against this one, so I've got no super right here. Primo's got his jump, so we really need to pinch him out, else he's just going to be able to score so easily, right? So I'm just going to have to try and rush up as much as possible. I don't know what he's really doing right there. He definitely had a good chance to score, but he rushed it way too quickly. So going into overtime, I mean, against Ubi, for example, I don't think I'd have the craziest matchup. I tried and score there. Somehow, I managed to sneak that one in. I have no idea how I managed to score that one. So, that is going to be the rank 30 right there. So, as I said, I know 100% this brawler is a top 5 brawler at least. I would say pretty much, I would say the first or second best brawler. I think only maybe Otis is better than this brawler right now. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. As I said, make sure to check out Max, X3, and Squammy in the description below. They're OGs for this. So let me quickly check as well where I am in the world. So I'm in 7th. That's pretty decent overall, but we'll stop this push because I got to prepare for my cast. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.